Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Many don't even know that Indian aviation industry dates way back to 1961 when the indigenously produced fighter aircraft HAL HF-24 Marut took its first flight. While many think LCA Tejas is the first and most advanced fighter jet made in India, let me tell you friend, it was actually HAL HF-24 Marut which was the first made in India fighter jet. It is the first Indian developed jet aircraft and the first Asian jet fighter outside erstwhile Soviet Union to go beyond the test phase and into successful production and active service of 25 years. A total of 147 HF-24 Marut was manufactured in almost 20 years of production. Indian Air Force initially inducted the jet as an interceptor, but the Marut performed multiple ground attack operations for Air Force. It was even part of famous Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, notably participating in the Battle of Longewala, which was turning point of this war. While Marut was capable of flying at supersonic speed, its underpowered engine is the reason why its speed was limited to subsonic. The lack of coordination between Air Force, Ministry of Defense and the industry typically throughout the Marut program left many issues down to industry alone without guidance and support. The government never sanctioned the development of an engine design team, nor were their assessments of HAL's capability to reverse engineer or to apply technologies from other projects such as the work performed on Foland Granat. HAL struggled to convince both Indian Air Force and Ministry of Defense that the design of Marut was acceptable. Interestingly, in the same era, USA has produced nearly 3,000 F-5 Freedom fighter jets. Marut and F-5 both are powered by two 22 kilonewton class engine, but unfortunately Marut was grounded and F-5 is still in active service with approximately 3,000 of them produced. By 1982, Marut became obsolete and was gradually phased out during the late 1980s. This is how bureaucracy and foreign lobbying brought an end to India's first indigenous fighter jet. Now recently we have reported regarding the government-to-government deal proposed for Lift LCA to Australia. The deal was reportedly worth $1 billion with a unit cost of around $40 million. It was in response to the Royal Australian Air Force request for information for procurement of future Lift aircraft for replacement of its existing trainer jet. Various media outlets such as the New Indian Express and Eurasia Times have reported as per their sources that Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence Richard Marles, who held talks with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on June 22nd in New Delhi, informally indicated Australia's lack of interest in Indian offer. The interesting part of the news is that it came in backdrop of Tejas being frontrunner for Malaysian Fleet LC requirement and Egypt's interest in this Mark 1A for replacing its 70 trainer jets. This has raised concern if the foreign lobby has become again active in installing the LCA Tejas program. As more and more news are coming forward regarding the export order of LCA, we would start witnessing more fake news and propagandas in upcoming days. As per HAL's experimental test pilot Harshvardhan Thakur, RAF is very keen in LCA lift, as many others. As per him, these articles sound completely wrong. As per HAL sources, RAF has identified LCA Tejas as main contender for lift. Clearly, it seems that the propaganda is active now against the HAL Tejas program and more can be seen in future. However, LCA Tejas, which is second in line indigenously produced fighter jet by HAL, is unstoppable simply because of its excellent design, technology and versatile weapons package. The program is further going to transform into Tejas Mark 1A and much advanced successor Tejas Mark 2. If we talk about the indigenous content in the aircraft, it's measured either by value or LRUs, that is line replaceable unit, and LLRU, that is lower line replacement units. LCA Tejas is 59.7% indigenous by value and 75.5% by LRU and LLRUs. Most of the cost goes into engine and AESA radar, which is imported. In LCA Tejas, there are total 344 LRUs and LLRUs, out of which 210 are being manufactured indigenously. The Tejas Mark 1A version will feature more indigenous components such as LRUs and radars, which in turn is going to increase its indigenous content. With the present political leadership and military focus towards Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat strategy, LCA Tejas will definitely win the propaganda and fake news war as well.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.